Forex Black Bull Markets have 10 merch packs to give away to clients who sign up before the end of the year.
Hi, Hayden.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good, mate.
It's good. Good to hear. How's everyone's weekend?
Busy in the garden.
Morning, Dan. Alrighty, let's do this. Cool. Alrighty, so we had a busy week last week. German 40 was on fire. Just non-stop bullishness all week. We are at currently the 9th day in a row of just consecutive bullish gains. So I was trying to look back to see the last time we had 10 days in a row of just either bullish or bearishness, and I couldn't find it. Could never find it. Unless I missed it. I did do a fairly quick scan going through it all, trying to like count the runs, but yeah, I literally could not find it. So are we on the verge of a record-breaking day? Well, at least in recent history anyway, potentially. So let's see what I am anticipating is let's go over here. So the thing is, we are at these weekly levels. Let me just full screen this over here. Morning, Leon. All right, we are at this area right over here, this weekly zone where we've had from August all through October. Price was just gathering orders, wicks, and then we had that drop. Now there's a lot of order accumulation here, so there's nothing that's going to stop the rally, but there is going to be some things as profit taking. So that's what I'm wondering, like profit taking should technically happen at significant areas, and this is a fairly significant area over here. So I do wonder how is this week is it just going to keep on going with no pullback and just keep on rising like this? Or how deep is the wick going to be? Is it going to be a shallow wick just down to this level, which we've all kind of retested already? Or are we going to do a bit of a deeper retest and maybe just retrace this a couple days of bullishness before finding that momentum again to the top side? Morning, John. Looks like it's getting shitty. Yeah, I know. I got my beanie on today, so because I'm right next to the window, so it doesn't matter. The heater. The place heats the house. Got it set to come on at 6:30, but sitting next to the window, it's still a little bit cold in my head. So, we're down to, what are we? This week we're going to have, how many degrees do I have right now? I have 7, so it's not too bad today. But this week it's going to be cold. Next week we get down to snow forecast. 40% chance of snow next Wednesday. Tops of 4 degrees. Looking forward to that. Morning, Don. How are you? Okay, so yeah, so the question is really on this, how is the weekly candle going to form? Are we going to create a bit of a bottom wick? So I'd like to see a bottom wick, because I hate buying the high, and especially buying like the highs of this week, and buying the highs of you know, we're in into the 10th day of consecutive gains. We had some issues with Microsoft. They're major backers of OpenAI. Their CEO was sacked on Friday, which led to 1.7% decline Microsoft. And we know that we know there's 90% correlation with GE40 and the US indices, and Microsoft is one of the Magnificent Seven. So they've looking like they're going to rehire someone from Twitch. So any sort of positivity of OpenAI should help Microsoft's cause, and that should see continuing gains. But I am still cautious of buying into this weekly area. Oh, there's some questions over here. I didn't see these. What's the pair, James? It's GE40. Yeah, GE40. Some people can't get my voice. Yeah, you should be able to. But there's multiple streams, makes it a little bit difficult, but it should be good. Everyone can hear me, can't you? No one's gonna have issues hearing me? Yeah, that's it. So sound should be working. All right, so we're into this. So this area here, I'm just mindful of what happens in this zone, knowing that we're not quite there yet as well. For this daily can push up before pulling back, but I really need to see what's going to. Morning, Maron. So looking at the 4 hour, we don't really have much to see. Everything's just been bullish. So every chart we're going to look at is like that. So it's more just this find where we can pull back to. So you know, yeah, kind of just keep on going with the rally. Look at any sign of bullishness, go for it. But do be aware that there could be a bit of a pullback. I quite like our Asian session. Asian session took the daily high of New York and London, basically a double top on Friday, and then we have had that little bit correction of about 60 pips. I had a little sell limit up here, which didn't get activated. It was about another 20 pips higher. Looking for that little correction in Asian session, didn't get it though. I've got this little rectangle, this one over here, which was this one here. This was an area over to the left, of course, which was a little bit of a consolidation, and we popped up quite easily through it. It was just one, like, just so bullish on Friday. And then once we sat on top of it, we got stuck for the rest of the session between these monthly levels and top of this. So I'm just wondering, like, if this is as far as we need to correct today, or are we going to push back down and at least bounce off of 15,880 and then find that rally? We'll see. If we are pushing down under 1580, break, and then break in the second time, then I think we can push down and we can start to do a little bit of a deeper, lower wick for the weekly candle. But we shall see. Until then, you just, be careful trying to sell it just yet, because it's all the momentum. Even if we are at these weekly levels, we can still take out this Asian high before we have this sell-off. I just don't have much to show really. Everything just looks like this. This looks like really impulsive move. A little bit of a little flag formation there. Impulsive move. A little bit of a flag formation. Impulsive move. A little bit of a flag formation. Impulsive move. A little bit of a flag formation. So when is this going to start to break? We'll need to probably have some little catalyst. I'm going to keep my eye today on at 8:10 in the morning. I'm going to keep my eye on VIX. And what I want to see on VIX, I want to see when the market opens over here. You can see that it starts, the first candle arrives at 8:10. I just want to keep an eye to see if we're gapping. If we're gapping up, say we gap up to about 14, then I'll look to short. I'll look to short initially, but that'll come at 8:10 a.m. So that will be in 20 minutes time. If we gap down, then I'll look to buy German 40. If we're gapping down. If we're not gapping, if we're just like sort of opening in this vicinity, then I just got to keep an eye on price action quite closely again.
What's the VIX?
It tracks S&P 500, so it's volatility index.
Okay. So
you'll notice there's a inverse correlation. So when volatility is going down, it's usually a measure that it's there's no real fear, uncertainty, or doubt. When it starts to go up, so you can see like this rally that we've had has been with VIX dropping, and then if we go back over here, whenever there's like war or uncertainty, then you'll start to see VIX rally. Okay, so the like lifetime measure of VIX, if we look at like the average, because it's a very choppy chart, and you can see like these major spikes during times of financial crises or like war or things. Typically we measure, this is like the average, about 18, 19. So that's kind of like the middle ground. Anything above that is a little bit of uncertainty. Anything below that is relatively calmness. And when the market's calm, you look for growth stocks, growth, not stocks, I should say that, growth assets. When it's above there, it's usually a sign of like heightened uncertainty. So we'll keep an eye on that. When it's around like 10, not much happens. So we kind of want to have like a healthy medium, but you can see like it's been dropping quite it's been trending quite significantly since the start of this month. And what happened into the lead up of end of October, November, that was the Hamas Israel sort of, I think when that kicked off like here or somewhere. And then ever since then there's been less, hadn't really been any sort of what's the word, escalation. So if we keep on trending down towards 10, I imagine the indices just keep on tracking up. Hey Rog, long time to see, mate. All right, so it looks like we're finding a bit of support here. Bounced perfectly off this little zone, 15,900. So yeah, in terms of levels, don't really have nothing new, really. I've got zones above. And from below, I've just got a shit ton of just liquidity left behind. When's it going to hit it? Kind of need like a big event for that to happen, but I don't really see any reason why we can't rally into the year end. Just be careful of any like buyer's relief. Let me check off New Zealand only. Don't really have anything in the way of news either today. We've got nothing till like 7:15. Bank of England, Andrew Bailey speaking. Then tomorrow we've got a little bit of news of Aussie, Bullock speaking, some meeting minutes. Tuesday, tomorrow, we've got CPI for CAD. But it's a fairly quiet week, a fairly shortened week as well. So Thursday is Thanksgiving. So apart from PMI in the Euro session, market will be dead after that. And then Friday, because the bank holidays because they've got public holiday on Thursday, a lot of it's usually a very quiet American session again on the Friday as well, because of the take one day off, get a 4-day weekend. So yeah, not much going on. Check financial news. It's got 6 minutes till we start. Bets on rate cuts risk a prompting hike instead. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the problem. Is that all this momentum trying to factor in like 3 rate cuts next year, 4 rate cuts next year. That leads to the stock market being bullish. That leads to greater returns. That leads to greater spending. That leads to greater inflation. So it's kind of like a loop, a circle. This will be interesting to see what happens in New Zealand. They've got interest rates next week. Whether they hold, they were the first to move last. When all the banks started hiking, New Zealand was the first to move, I believe. New Zealand or Canada, either one or two in the first to move. So they may be the first to move for cutting as well. So keep an eye on that. Okay. What do you guys think? Huh?
You're long, so
You're long?
well, like when it took the New York low,
Yeah.
it had a nice little impulsive candle somewhere. I haven't got my annotations.
This one?
I was in just beforehand, so when this candle, I think I was in on this little doji.
Oh shoot, Roger, I just heard. Sorry about you, mate. This is the last 3 minutes before the German Open. A bit of a... I wonder if this will be faded out, and then we look for longs.
Yeah.
There's a little finger, someone got to the charts a little bit early. Ryan K's short on open. What's that?
Last week we never even came back, it just went bushka. Sorry, just 1 second.
You are fake. You are fake. You are fake.
What are you doing, mate? Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to mute you. Unmute yourself. You can't unmute yourself. I thought I reacted. I thought it was someone else.
It was someone else.
All right, so Ryan's short on the open. Not sure how the session will end up. Yeah, I don't know how they. Really got no idea how this day is going to close. If it closes the 10th day in a row bullish, crazy. But I'm not gonna treat that as anything. But I am at these weekly levels and these monthly levels. So ideally, for continued longs, I just like it to finally pull back a little bit to feel more comfortable with that. These candles here have opened with no bottom wick. Last week was also the first time that this pre-London little yellow zone, first time that in a whole week London never took the low. Tell them we've got 2 minutes. So let's look at this. So this was Monday. No, this was Monday. Let's remove some of these things. Monday, London never came back and took the low. Tuesday, never came back and took the low. Wednesday, never came back and took the low. Thursday, didn't even get close to taking the low. Friday, never took the low. Never seen that in a whole week where it has never done that. A lot of the time, you see on Friday, this little yellow section took the high and the low. Thursday didn't take the high or the low, but it usually, like if it doesn't take it, it'll often, like the chances of them being left behind, pretty slim 2 days in. So you can see like eventually it came back and took the low. This one here hasn't been retested. This one here took the high and the low. This one here took the high and the low, high and the low. This one here never got high and low, got taken. This one, high and low has been taken. This one, the low hasn't. This one here, the low got taken. So most of the time I'm looking for, if it leaves one direction, the probability is to look for it to at least come back and like take the other side within a couple of days, just to like to rebalance everything. But this last week didn't do it once, which is very unusual when you look at like this odds and probability of price movement. Well, bearish for a daily pullback, because you said at the start we've had 9 bullish days without daily pullback. I'm going to be really flexible with so much bullish momentum. They can just push up again. Yeah, it could. It could. So we've got 10 seconds. Okay, this is open now. Not sure how this. Oh yeah, I read that question already. All right, let's go all chart view for this open. We've kicked things off. 30 minutes down the bottom left. 15-minute top left. 5-minute top right. 3-minute bottom right. Let's see if we can drive down a little bit first. So initially starting, we've got a couple little imbalance here on the 3-minute. Just come up to collect those. Lead left hand. I'm hoping it retraces to around 15,806 for a long setup. 15. Oh yeah, 806 would be lovely. Anywhere into these like monthly levels. That's where I'm looking for. Do you mean 906 or 806? I'd love it to pull back into this area. ACG chart so blocky. So we're rallying first. I'm not taking anything just yet to this open. Just gonna play it cool. 15,806. Yeah, cool. All right, just double checking because 906 was just over here. 806, I love that. I'd like it to take out some of these highs and then form a resistance and then trade it down. All right. We're going downtown from here. Looking like a little liquidity grab at this at the moment. So we just consolidated pre-London, just went sideways. You look at the bodies of this, we don't really get much reference for which direction to go in. You've got London Open now, it's looking like it's doing a liquidity grab. Let's see how this one, if this can come back down, this 30-minute candle. At the moment it's quite a volatile, oops, sorry. Done a little volatile candle where it's broken the high and the low of the previous candle. So this is forming a range straight away, a trading range. What we want to see now is, now that they've swept both sides of, where would Frankfurt open? Yeah, Frankfurt Open started here. So we've swept both sides of Frankfurt Open at first hour candle. So right now they're clearing the boards. So now we want to see if this is a range. We want to see how this candle is going to close. And if it can close in the next minute without breaking the high, then we do indeed have a lovely little range. So we just need to wait for something to close above or close below to get that short-term movement. But it'd be nice if we get a rejection from the top side and then followed by a rejection from the bottom side to create that range. So let's see, it's got 1 minute for this one to close here. If it starts breaking these lows, then we don't really have the, we've got the top of the range put in, but we don't have the bottom of the range until we get a rejection from the downside. Leave that looking sell to buy if it sweeps the top first. You mean buy to sell? I'm retesting the 1 hour liquidity candle, making one for down. Where's that 1 hour liquidity candle? Oh yeah, right over here. Yeah, if this hour, it's a long time for this hour candle, but it is retesting this liquidity candle in the last bit of Asian session. Okay, so that one closed. So we didn't. Oh, I kind of did create. It's difficult to say. If that closed bullish, it'd be no doubt, but it didn't. It closed like a little bearish candle, a little gap up. So I still think we've got more downside to come. But it wasn't quite creating the clean range I was hoping for. But it's looking like downside. Looking like we're still going to push. But let's see. Let's see if we can get another rejection. Still not enough information for a clear move. We've got 28 days, 28 trading days till the end of the year now. It's coming quick. Alright, breaking these lows here. Oh, thanks, Danny. So I want to see what happens at this euro low if we make it down there. Either we start creating, we just fail to break and we keep on creating rejection wicks, and then eventually start making our way back up, and that will be the retest of these lows done. Or we can break cleanly and then have a little pullback and then try sell to keep on going down. And while we're waiting, that's a sound idea by Danny. If you guys give the streams a like wherever you're watching it from, that'd be muchly appreciated. Oh, Danger Dave's here. Alright, nice close on this 5 minute. So just see what it does with this little liquidity area. And that's just no wick candle. Okay, make a break zone. There we go. So now what's it going to do? Is it going to pull liquidity from under here? Or we're going to give a clean break? But first touch is dangerous to play. Now that if we're hesitating here for too long and we're starting to build that support and starting to break resistances, then your easy trade is going to be trading back above 1920 and then targeting Asian high. That's if we're hesitating here and we start creating bullish structure. 1920 to Asian high. Because you'll be starting to gather a lot of information at this point if we're failing to break under this area. Having now finally swept the liquidity. But that means that trade will probably come towards the end of the hour, not in the first little bit. That means you got to wait. If you're looking for sells, then what you want to see is first time touch this area, but not really touch it too many times, but come back up, create a resistance, and then start to push back down again. So there's a difference in whether you want price to consolidate down here or you want it just to leave, form a resistance, because then you've got a better chance of it retesting that low. And for retesting this area a third time, then we'd have to say that selling pressure is building still, and we've got a lot of clean candles to the left. We're still just gathering information right now. So, done a little tweezer bottom. So the first 15-minute candles come to a close. Engulfing outside candle. But the 30 minutes still open. One hour still open. So we'll keep an eye to see if we're creating resistance under here. This did give a little reaction though, under here. So I dare say that this is your range. I dare say that this currently, because you got the reaction from the top side, and you got the reaction from the bottom side. So we do have a range now to look at. So things closing, because this is a very low time frame though, so be mindful of fake outs. But if we can get something closing under here, next candle not coming straight back up means we've got more downside. So that could play into this a lot better. If we got these little supports breaking, we just want to see something close underneath. So 30 seconds for this one. Looking good. Looking good. Rejection came up, rejected, starting to close underneath. Can we get a close underneath? Left liquidity, so I dare say we come back and retest, as long as we don't drop straight down. But I think we can get that little retest as well. Mm-hmm. Looking good. So it's rejecting for this little bit at the moment. Little mini order block on the 15-minute. So this could be a little bit of a low before the extended pullback. Let's see if it can break underneath here. But it's good enough to give a little reaction. They're going to come back and take that imbalance. So we still haven't really been able to close underneath these wicks. And it's still a very small London session, only moved basically 40 pips. So looking for another 40 pips of range. At least another 20. Yeah, I'd like to see this continue running down until this New York high. This area over here, I think that'd be nice. A nice little target. I think there could be reactions from this level as well. 15,870. But same idea as well. If we're rejecting these levels and we're now trading back above here, then I think you can look for Asian high. Oh, how did the VIX open? The VIX opened up. So we gapped up. Okay, I'm going to give this a shot as it took the imbalance. I'm going to see if I can hold this one. Down to the New York high. And we'll see if it rinses me or it takes the high, the previous New York high. This is the Thursday New York high. Breaking under these wicks would be a big help. Okay, new 30-minute candle opened. See it like just really volatile, the little open. At least for the wick fill. Come on. Okay, the 5 minute, that 3 minute candle, don't like that one. Hopefully it can fade that candle out. Quick smart. And please analyze GU. No, mate, I'm not going to do that. Because I'm in a trade right now. Why would I leave this? All right. Don't want it to hesitate too much here under this euro low. Not like you're a pushing price. Yeah, but you need to manage trade based on what you see as well. So if I'm not looking at it here, I need to decide whether I'm going to get out. If it's hesitating here for too long. Or we're going to consolidate and then break under here. If it's breaking under here, do I want to add more weight to the trade or to my trade? Obviously, I'm not going to be pushing. I'm not pushing price, but do I want to go with the trend or the current the motion? Hence, why I don't want to analyze a pair that I don't trade. But you guys definitely, you know, give me your opinion. What do you guys think? You break down the trade. That'll be. If I can read that out, if anyone is following GU, then you know that might help others. Yeah, just consolidated here, hasn't it? For 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20 minutes it's been stuck in this little area. I think I'm going to can this one. It's got... I'm going to wait to see the next candle, how it's going to close. Otherwise, I'm going to cut this one. Yeah, if we're rejecting here again, then I'm not really interested. Okay. Out for BE on that one. So gave it a shot. Just couldn't, like, too many rejection wicks inside of here. So that means, like, if it's going to pull back some, I don't want to. I'm not sure where it can pull back to, especially if it is, because what we're getting, we've got little supports here, we've got a little tiny resistance here, and we're starting ever so slowly to start creeping up. So now it's opening the doors for a deeper pullback. But too much time spent in this area. We've got like a little order block on the 15 minutes just across here on top left chart over here. And that was why we dipped into it. And then we're just hesitating for far too long. And now you can start to see the bullish pressure start to come back in. So this rejection wick was your resistance here. Now if we're closed inside of here, we can easily start to push back up, and then we can easily take out that Asian high. So we've still got the 30-minute though liquidity wick from the open. But if you look at this 30-minute, and now you start looking at the 1 hour chart, it's starting to look like a bit of a rejection from the downside. So no good on that one. Just I see Don, you took 10 pips on it. That's good. Yeah, just wasn't. I was hoping it wasn't enough for me to take any partials, and I gave it a shot. I was in that trade for like a good, nearly 15 odd minutes, hoping to see if that bearish volume can come in. This wasn't happening at that time, so I didn't want to hold any open risk. I'm not looking for longs though either, just because that sell didn't work out. I'm not flipping my buys just yet. So where's this analysis coming for GU? Anyone? Has anyone done their analysis for me? Prices looks like it's pushing up. There we go. So I'm bearish on USD for this week. I think so. I do reckon that you will see. I'd be looking to buy into the pullbacks, because I do think USD will continue having that weakness, given the soft data that they had from last week. Oh, trust now coming down. So that is definitely. If you guys are looking at pound US due to, or like any US dollar, I do analysis on US dollar, and then because pound, the thing of pound is not as the GDP, the data, all that kind of stuff coming from out of UK is not that good, So although I think US dollar will be weak, I think you might be able to find those. I think you might find Euro US might have a bit more volatility, because at the moment, if US dollar is weak and British pound is weak, you've kind of got like the battle of two weaker pairs for this week. Problem was you didn't get. Yeah, well, it is coffee time, isn't it? It is coffee time. Cool. All right. Well, took a shot. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. It was a BE on this one. I only really got to 10 pips. Not even 10 pips in profit, really. When I factor in spread, it wasn't even 10 pips. It was only like 7 pips in profit. So, all right. Well, I'll leave that one. I'll wait now to see what else can set up in the next hour and a half. So, trading nut guys, I'm going to end the stream there. I'm going to continue on my one as well. There's music there if you want to go migrate over to Haydos FX to continue the stream. But otherwise, I'm going to shut this one down. Have a good evening wherever you are. I will. We're back on tomorrow for the trading nut guys. Otherwise, I'll see you on my channel. Okay, take care. Alrighty. And now we're here. The more this can hesitate, if we are closing back above here, I'm going to look for these longs. But I will go get that coffee, because at the moment I haven't got enough information to decide on those longs yet. Morning, Heath. Just want to watch this. If we can close inside of here, still got enough time for this 30-minute wick fill. Retest low of the day. Yeah, I mean that's usually what happens. Is 8 times out of 10 the low, like when you've made a new low there or thereabouts, the low should be retested. But it's the problem is this. No wick on the top on the broker. I don't want to take it just yet. We'll finally broke underneath. Yeah, a little gap down. Everything says it's going down. Freaking annoying that it just hesitated for so long. There we go, retest the low. Alright, I'm gonna go grab a coffee. I'll plan the next move. I'll be back in 5. 2 sugars and milk. Yeah, it's on its way, Don. It's on its way. Let's see if there's any headlines. "50 developer whitelist in order to increase funding." Yeah, super wiki, isn't it? Not really much of an explosive move. I think everyone's sort of regathering what they're going to do, because we've got a shortened week. But this monthly level, sorry, weekly levels, and these 2 monthly levels, gosh, it just makes I'd be rather selling for now. Well, I'd rather buy, but I don't want to sell this. I don't want to buy this, rather, sorry. Let me say that. I don't want to buy this. I'd rather be buying, but I don't want to buy this. I'd rather be selling if I see this kind of price action, but I don't like how it's just so slow. I wonder if we can just easily range inside of here. Has anyone else got any? What are you guys looking for? Zoom chat? Very quiet in here.
Oh, I think we can feel that clean candle to the left, mate. I think it's going down.
What about if we start breaking? Would you look for the Asian high again?
Yeah, I was looking for 30-minute wicks or short, but
It's done it now.
not on the 3-minute, 5-minute. It's like a reversal.
The 3 minutes, 30 minutes done the wick fill.
Yeah, did it? Yeah.
I don't mind looking.
It still hasn't taken that no wick though.
Yeah, it hasn't taken that one. So it needs to break into this little area first before it can do that. But it might not. That's the thing. Like I wouldn't mind looking for these longs if I can start to get supports created, resistance is broken. If that's the case,
Yeah, it's creating support on a 30-minute now.
yeah. If I can get something like that, then I don't see why we can't take out the London high again. If we're closing above the London high, then there's Asian highs next. Man, until it does that, it is looking like it's still going. Like this is a weak high, but it is starting. Like it's more downward pressure than there is upward pressure right now. So if it could sweep here and then have a strong rejection, yep. Let's look for it to take out Asian 50%.
So I've got my trend line set up, like touching all these highs.
Yeah.
This candle here threw me, because I was looking for longs originally until that candle closed. This big ass bearish candle closing the way it did, like below this range. Like it's closed below the range. Well, here's our range. Definitely below the range.
Yep.
I'm considering the Asian high as a fake out. We've retested the bottom of the range in euro. It's the middle of your range, and then closed heavily bearish below the range.
Yeah.
Your next liquidity is down here.
On that no wick candle.
Yeah, you got this sucker here, which is there's a little order block there. That's the that was
15-minute one.
Like your 30 closes in a few very shortly.
Yeah. So one thing I was keeping my eye on was on the 1 hour chart. This 30-minute candle would close, and I was keeping my eye on the 1 hour to see if this 1 hour is going to give a rejection. But now it's close enough. We've got 1 minute left for this hour candle, and this hour candle is telling you downside. Just need a break
Yeah,
under
so I'm
here.
holding my position. I'm going off the hour too, Hayden.
Okay, nice one.
This is where I'm targeting now. I'm already in.
What
That's
would be-
where I'm targeting.
What would be nice if we get a candle like that, like a give me another. I'll get back into it.
I just want it to
that.
close bearish,
Retest.
and then I can put another.
Anyway.
If it closes bearish, then it'd be nice to enter another position up here because it's going to wick up again.
Yeah, so I'd be
If
targeting
If it closes,
something
if it
like
closes.
this.
Oh, sorry.
This whole bottom wick is just a massive
Yeah,
one.
yeah, because it's going to wick up, try and take this. If it closes something like that, that's bearish, it'll wick up and then come back and do that. Maybe.
So we've closed. So let's see if that can happen.
Sorry, Hayden, I stuffed up your morning.
It's alright.
Yeah, like 5 minutes, we're still making lower resistances.
Here we go.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing
after sitting through it all here, I didn't want to hold any longer.
Even on the 15, we've closed below the previous 15. We've got no top wick though on the previous bearish candle. Not on my feed anyway. It's like minuscule, if any.
This one might go up and take that no wick. And then come down.
On the 15, Danny.
5:15, yeah.
So I need to wait for confirmation. Around here.
Mm-hmm.
5 minute had no top wick on that candle. You know, on my 5. You've got that little tiny little wick there. I don't have them.
3 minute this one.
No, you're 5.
Yeah.
Just put it
It's the
up here.
same one I
That
pointed
candle
at.
right there
It's
has
the
no
same candle, yeah.
Yeah. On the broker, there's no top wick. On this charts, there are. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to enter.
Quickly push down. 30-minute close essentially is a doji, so there's our range that we were just discussing. It's going to be hard to break below 900 though.
Hayden, if you have a look at the 4 hour,
Mhm.
it looks like it's got a 4 hour support we're at now.
Where's the support?
On my chart, on the 4 hour. Oh, yours is different.
It might be the What broker are you using?
This is Capital.
Capital. Okay.
Yeah.
See what they use. Try Advantage.
You mean capital index?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey. Let's not swear on this channel.
Mm.
Mute.
Yeah. Just
No comment.
I've just grabbed that.
Mine, it
Yeah.
looks like it's sitting on support, and so it's right at the top of the left hand, the big bar. It looks like it's breaking it now.
Sorry about the start of the stream too. Someone was playing a prank on me.
Oh, I couldn't really hear it. I thought
yeah.
I thought it was just. So everything's looking the same, pretty much, isn't it? I'm not sure what that data feed is. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
that's
missing
different.
candles.
Yeah, probably. But even on that 4 hour, it looks like it's had a pullback already.
This one?
overnight. Yeah.
I know what you're saying, Sarah, because my 4 hours got a bit of a bottom wick as well, but it hasn't closed. It's
It hasn't closed below it though, has it?
no.
Oh, right.
What would have been amazing price action is if this wick was like this, because then it's so often.
It had to fill.
Yeah, so often you'll be targeting this wick to be filled.
And if it had reacted from that little bit lower.
Well, I don't mind if it reacts here, because this is like, why is it reacting there? This is that sort of triple wick area, where it's like, you know, price hesitated here 30 minutes, 1 hour, and then we finally broke through. So it is
It's got
going
to work its way.
it's like that. It's like that plate, plate of pancakes. It's just got to eat these pancakes.
Throw your fibs on there. There's your 50%. That red line there. It didn't quite get there, but it got close.
Yeah, it's right at the 50% of London from Friday as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. London 50%.
Yeah.
So there's your
I'm
50%.
pretty confident with this hourly setup that it's got to go low.
Yep, the hour looks alright. Doesn't have to do anything though, but the hour's looking good. Looking good to fade out this whole move. It's just
going to be wicky.
Alright.
Well, I think I'm going to sit on my hands on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get back into it. Like it, the 3 minute. This looks ugly.
Yeah.
5 minute looks atrocious.
This is
It comes and takes that and retests around here to take that area, like even getting in around here.
I need to see a rejection followed by a retest.
Yeah, that area's looking nice above Doji. Just taking
Which one?
No, the one to the right. Yeah, that one.
Area.
Take that top
Yeah.
out. See some price action off the engulfing.
Well, if you take that top out, then it's going to revisit. It's going to go up. You can't break that.
No, you can break the first one.
It can break. It can take the liquidity. We don't.
Yeah. Oh, that one.
You don't want
Yeah.
support being built above it.
Yeah.
If we're breaking
Yeah.
support, like
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's this one you don't want broken.
So you'd be happy for it to wick into it, but close somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Just take this. Even take the hourly, but
Because I don't want the hour. Like I don't want this broken. The top broken.
Stuff that. I'm in the trade. Just go all the way down now. I've had enough.
this drop.
Just straight drop. Like, see you in hell.
Be nice to see it do some price action and not even take that out. If it goes some price action here.
At least let me close some before it does it. Come on.
Roger's in.
Is there some news or something? Because it normally does this before news.
Nah, it's not. But there's a short week because of the Thanksgiving, and last week was mega volatile. So Roger's looking for. Oh, look at Aussie JPY.
Wow.
Oh,
Should have been doing that instead.
The old trade. We remove that.
how many pips is that, Hayden?
40. It's just because it's currency.
Yeah, it's just doing the Aussie session. Nice little cup and handle. Cup and handle. That one. I like a cup and handle. Shush.
So I saw the Aussie ones retrace. So yeah. All right, what's gold doing?
Gold's been a bitch.
Yeah, it's still in that clean range on Aussie. They're looking very similar to GA. to German.
I might have a little crack at a range play here. If is it big enough? Oh, it's not even big enough to play the range. I'll see you, Peter. I'll be back later. Yeah, but I'm not gonna on the prop account. I'm paying between 2 and 3. Personal account's doing alright. I just can't get any momentum on the other bloody one.
It's hard trading a small account with large spreads and low margin.
Well, I only take one trade at a time anyway. It's just the mindset. The mindset that it's very public. So I'm very cautious, and like any little changes affects things. Like, oh, I won't take this one just because it's not as, just a little bit more, or like I don't want to take that many losses in a row or that many wins. Like if I'm doing well, I want to secure it. It's just these little things. Because I was happy to leave. I had a sell. I've got a sell going from the monthly level. From London Open. Sorry, London here. The one that I spoke about in the Discord. I've still got that going. The one that was like cowboy trade from where was it? I'll show you. This one. We had the alert. Looking for it from this level. 15946.6. Cause that one there, let me just put it over here. There you go, just from my personal account. Where I'm happy to leave this one going. Was in on here, just to leave it over the weekend. Targeting. Oh, you can't see my target. Target's literally just underneath this. At 15,800. But I'm happy to leave that one going, because I'm not worried about the. I'm just not worried about it. On a personal account, if I take a loss on it, then so be it. It's literally using, profits from the month that I might just be giving back. But anytime you're trading on the prop account, anytime you take a loss, you get closer to that drawdown limit before your account's gone. Like literally, I don't mind if I lost 10% now between now and the rest of the month, I'm still in profit for the month. But if I lost 10% on the prop account, you're done.
Yeah.
Because it's so.
You gotta start all over again.
Yeah. What was that, Glenn?
5% in a day, which sounds like a lot, but it's not hard to do it in a prop account. But
on a prop account, it is hard to do. Personal account, it's
how quickly it slips.
Depends on your risk management. Yeah, Yeah, if you're playing the range, you'll be doing alright, going like this little 5-10 pips, get out. 3-minute close below low of day. Capitulation to the next support range. Well, the next support's not that far away. That's the problem. Like, I'd say that this is your on the 5-minute. Oh, sorry. On the 5-minute, this is that little order block. So it's not too far away. The issue with selling the market is that you get these, like, you get nasty pullbacks. Whereas when it's bullish, the problem was it was so bloody bullish that I was like, oh, it's due for a pullback. But the buys, like, it's amazing when you look at like this run. Maybe it's even more, but I just find it hard to squeeze this into the chart then. But you look at like how many times. Normally, I'll show you this. Okay, when you look at session lows, this is the New York session low, Asian low, pre-London low, London low, New York low, Asian low. Then pre-London took out the Asian low, but then we had London low, New York low, Asian low, pre-London low, London low, New York low, Asian low, pre-London low, London low, New York low, Asian low. Then pre-London took out the Asian low, but see how like almost every single session minus this one and this one was just every session low was higher. Pretty much every single one was higher and higher and higher and higher. And you don't that's not normal price movement. So you look at when the market's coming down, and you look at the session highs. There's the high, there's a high, there's a high, there's a high. So you've got one that goes down, then comes up. Then you've got lower highs, comes down, and then price starts coming up again. Then lower highs. Like, you can see how it sort of more or less goes like this. Even when you got previous bullish trends, often you don't have the same, like, okay, low, 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 low. Then you've got like a significant break. Then you've got low, 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 low. Then you've got a significant pullback. Low, low, tiny one. Low, 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 significant pullback. So like they're not like major pullbacks breaking like low previous session lows after lows, but you have at least like, you know, a good break under a previous session low. In bearish markets, you consistently get like market will do like 2 high highs in session before dropping down. But the rally that we had just previously, this one, I was looking for a London session or a New York session to just do a significant liquidity grab before pushing up, but it didn't need it. It was just basically just continuously making higher lows, and I found it really difficult then. Once I've seen like a couple of days of this, I'm like, oh geez, the probability of, if I look at like past data, the probability of it continuing going without doing that sweep is, you know, historically it's pretty low. And that's what I've based a lot of my trading on, is probability for a particular move based on historical sessions. And this was, you know, after 9 days consecutive bullish, unprecedented. So it was hard for me to base trading logically around an idea without seeing something like that happen. I just couldn't get around it. And I know that the market will revert to, if I'm looking for these moves that happen only once in a while, then I'm not going to be consistent, because I'm going to be more consistent looking for trades that more consistently happen. You know what I mean? Rather than trying to take like the move, like I'm much more happy to take the move that makes sense based on what I've seen and based on my testing, my own personal testing and trading over the years has given me, rather than look for something unexpected. And sometimes you can read the news right, and you can say, oh, today is a day that the unexpected could happen. But it's there was not like, I mean, I guess that was my fault. The fundamentals were there, but I still just struggled to believe. Yeah, we're just playing the range here. Morning, Isha. Is this TradingView indicator the session indicator from Nephew Sam trading session? No. This is by Lux Algo. I'll show you. This one. I haven't stuck your one on yet, Jim.
No.
I tried. Did you get my message today?
Yeah, I did. I've sent another link out in the indicators to the
Cool.
one.
Cheers. Sessions Lux Algo, but I could probably put your one on now. I'll do that one after.
Nas has been bullish this whole session, mate.
What's that?
No, you don't. The Nasdaq has just been bullish this whole session.
Has it?
Yeah.
Holy. It's the news. You know why? It's the it's that the one that I said at the start about that OpenAI CEO being appointed for OpenAI. And that's at least stabilizing the top.
It looks not looking too bad on the photos there.
Nah, it was someone else. A guy from former CEO of Twitch, I believe.
That's fine. So it looks like it's
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Flashbacks.
Yeah.
Fat pads and penises popping.
Oh, yes.
Pardon?
Funny.
All right, well, not a lot happening here, so I'm going to end the YouTube stream. I am, what's this? Then we'll go over some other ideas for German 40, yeah? So we'll do that, the group. Jeffrey Gunlat, rates can never rise. What's this, Tom? Who's this fella?
It's a. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
It's a YouTube clip I watched today. It's 1 month old, but I'll be interested in your view on it, given how keen you are on fundamentals. And there's another one I'm just trying to find. Danielle DiMartino Booth. Do you listen to her?
Oh yeah, Danielle DiMartino. Yeah.
Yeah, she did a keynote address at a conference recently, and I'm just trying to find that one as well. It was really good.
This lady. Yeah, she's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, for me, she's up there with Luke Roman. I just about listen to everything that those two do.
Mm-hmm.
The Stransbury Conference, 2023. I'll just put it in there.
Stransbury Conference. Okay. I'll try to see if I can.
Just for everyone there, So I haven't finished listening to Jeffrey's. That's 40 minutes long, and Danielle's is 30 minutes long. So obviously, when you got some time, and there's lots of charts and stuff in them. But yeah, just be interested to hear what people think.
I think then, yeah, well, I'll have a little listen.
Yeah, I found them interesting.
What a flat session, hey? Gosh. Unbelievable. We've had some terrible ones lately. Friday was a banger, but so annoying. We got the sell from here. The little tiny counter trend move. Then we had Thursday, which was just like today. Bloody annoying. Anyway, your weekly profit's not made up in one day. Your monthly profit's not made up in 1 week. So this is risk preservation time. Unless you're playing the range, buying from here, selling. But what I'm going to do is, normally, if we get late volume, this is what I'm going to look at. We need to do. Oh, yeah. I'll end the stream first, and then we'll have a chat. All right, guys. But YouTube people, keep an eye on your clue, and then see what you guys come back with. What is your what is your typical London range? Okay. At the end of these ranges, where are your poise and zoys?
What's the prize?
A winning trade, usually. Okay. Then
You get to keep all your products.
how will you? What is your trigger?
The end of these ranges, where are your poison signs?
What is your trigger? Okay, this is your clue for trades for if London, because there's no volume here, no volume for the first hour and a half, but volume may come late. We often do see volume come late. So this would be an idea for before NY open. Okay. If it's before NY open, maybe you might get like a 30 to 40 pip trade. But these are your questions I want you to ask yourselves and do on your charts. Okay. Then try visualize the move. All right. I wish you the best. I hope you guys catch a banger today. Don't trade inside of this. Unless you're playing the range. Don't force anything. Really just focus on planning a trade, plan it out, and then trade your plan. All right? Then that's all you can do. Then analyze afterwards. But don't take a million trades. Don't over risk. There's obviously no volume here. Wait till there's volume coming in, and then you can look and ask these questions to yourselves, and you should be more consistent. You should be more consistent, all right? Not every day is going to be a winner, but you should be more consistent. Okay, take care, fellas, ladies, gents. My people, Zoom, stay on. We're not finishing. Just YouTube, guys. All right, guys? Catch ya.